What's up, y'all? This Creator We Shoot Films, and today we will be doing a little green screening, just a little light work, So let's get to it. So what we got here is this. I already got After Effects open. Got my man right here, J Money, create a new composition. All right, now some things for green screening. Never shoot at 24p or 30p, shoot 60p. 60 frames per second is the minimum you want to shoot. Why is that? 24 and 30 is going to create too much motion blur. You don't want motion blur when you're capturing for green screen. Also, light your background separate from your subject. So you should have lights for just your background, and your subject get lit different separately also. You know what I mean? So that you're trying to decrease, you're trying to not have shadows as much as possible. You don't want shadows, you don't want folds. Now a little bit, it could still work. You know what I mean? You're gonna have your best experience if you try to create as least shadows as possible, all right? And you also want the person far from the screen because you don't want the green spill on them as well. So let's just go forward. So we got that. So here we go. We go to After Effects, Effect, and it's being full resolution doing this, all right? Effect, key light. Grab the drop thing here, whatever you call that. All right, so go to Final Result and hit Screen Matte. Whatever's black is see-through, whatever's white can be seen. So you want this as black can be, and you want this just totally white. So, screen pre-blur, just put that 0.2. Let's go down to Screen Matte. We got Clip Black. So we're gonna raise this so we don't see no black around, nothing. It looks pretty good. All right, under that we have Clip White. We're gonna raise that till we see him totally. See, there's a little bit here. Go a little bit more. It's pretty much gone. I mean, yeah, that works. All right, now come back to Screen Matte and go to Final Result. All right, now soft color, turn that to hard color. This is when you know you got a pretty good key off the muscle. Is that when you see these edges look perfect, they're not nice. Now they're too perfect. So always put some edge blur, or we're gonna stay within After Effects as far as the key light. Screen softness, so pump that up a bit, and you're gonna see that it starts blending in. All right, so that's what you want. We got that. Just in case, if you see any green on them, I'm gonna do it anyway, but if you see any green on them, what you want to do is add some advanced spill suppressor. That will take out any green. Like I said, I had him a good distance away, so he didn't have any green spill. But anyway, that's what you want to do. Let's add some little curves in there to bring them back to life. Give them some skin color, and yep, maybe add a little sharpening for the heck of it. Why not? I'm gonna add some sharpening. Sharpen them up a little bit, just a little bit, All right, so he's looking good there. We got that. Now you want to get rid of this, so we come up here to pen tool and mask this all out. Just mask it out. Now the sides are gone. This here, you can turn it off or on, off or on. All right, so we got him. Now, that's green screening, pretty much the basics of green screening. So let's just say we want to go a little further for the heck of the tutorial. You want to put him like he's someplace, or get a background. So I got one already. You want to choose a background that makes sense with him, though. All right. Let's say though, and all of this is going to be put in 3D. We're going to work in 3D. I'm gonna actually add a camera right now. So let's go to camera, and we're going to keep it at 35 millimeters. Okay, it's telling me there's nothing in 3D, but it still created it. Then I'm gonna choose a background I like. Like I said, make sure you choose a background that makes sense with what he's doing or where he could be at, the same perspective. Now, it's real big, so don't just grab it and do it yourself, because it gets messy. See, you get all kind of stuff. So left click, press shift, and press and press shift so that it stays perfect. All right, we're gonna just bring it down. Now turn that right here. This is a 3D box, so we click in there, 3D, and we click him 3D. All right, so now we're working on the background. So grab this, you'll see it pops up a Z, that's the Z depth, and click it and push it back. You can push it more back, it all depends on the parallax you're trying to get, but for now that works fine. I'm gonna push it a little more back. All right, then click again, press shift, and bring it back. All right, now we're gonna do the same to him. He's already in 3D, we turned him into 3D, so click and push him back. All right, then click on him, press shift, and bring him back to size. All right. So we want to make sure this background makes sense. I'm gonna just drop the background a little bit because the perspective, I'm trying to match the perspective he would be at if we was to shoot it for real. Something like that, I don't know. I'm not gonna go too crazy right now. Okay. Bring him down some. All right, so that's our scene. And if, obviously the background, I would go to effect, blur and sharpen, and just put a Gaussian blur on there just to blur out the background, give it a little bit more separation, make it a little more cinematic. You know what I mean? Just gives it that look, see? It's blurred out, All right. Now the camera, we already created the camera. Now you press here for the camera, and let me put this on third because it just moves more faster now. Okay. So now as you see, there's a parallax. You feel me? That's the left. If you press the left, you can do all of this. Let me put it back. If you press the right, it goes in and out. All right, see now, if you want more room to go, that's your level, that's your space. You bring it back, just bring this, remember? Click, hit shift, and just bring it up, just make it a little bit more bigger. But there you go. Now if you want, you can do a little, just doing this in and out. And when you go in, you got room. If you click the middle mouse, when you have the camera picked, click the middle mouse and you can move from left to right to give them some parallax on that. So obviously if you was to shoot the video, you would be doing keyframes for going up and back and up like this, and then back, slide aside. If you go close enough, you can do a little bit of this, but not much. I don't mess around with that for these type of scenes too much. But pretty much back and forth and side to side. Yeah, that's the basics, then you can go build from there. The camera, to shift it forward and back, you would go into your camera, transform. I'll just click them all right? And then go forward a little bit, click on the camera, and let's say I want to go here, and then you go forward a little bit, back, go back a little bit, then I want to go left. the most patient thing to do with After Effects. It's an amazing program, but it just takes too long to render. I wish they could just figure that out. But you see right here, actually, check this out, yo. See this little white now that showed up there? That's not because it's in bag, it's gonna come up. It's still there. So what you wanna do, if you see that, that's not cool. If you see that, what you wanna do is go back to project. Go back to your effects, click on him, go to your key light, go to your screen mat, and go to screen shrink glow and decrease that some until it goes away. It's gone. All right, so that's gone. So you got a perfect key. You know what I mean? If you got any more questions, just let me know. Of course, you can add more effects. You can overlay stuff. I'll do another one with Element 3D with Greenscreen. But for now, this is just the basics of putting somebody in their green screen into a place. And you want to color correct him too. You would obviously color correct him so he can match his background a little more. That's a whole other lesson. But you can, some few basics of it. Sometimes I grab like a color correction and go to tint, and I might put that tint at 50%. And then I might grab this, I might just copy that and put that to the background as well, and then I'll usually go grab a layer, an adjustment layer. An adjustment layer applies the correction over the whole image. So if I go on adjustment layer, hit color correction and curves, it applies to both of them. You know what I mean? That's a quick hustle of trying to make them match, but there's a lot more to go into it. It just is, like I do that, then I might go back into color correction and curves, and I might just lift up the black point, just lift it up some, so it gives it more of a filmic vibe. You see, if I take that off, turn it on, and it just automatically doing that just gave it a whole film vibe. Look at what I just did. Look at the difference, that to that, because you just looks more filmic now. You know what I'm saying? This looks video, this looks filmic. It just does. It's dope. So yeah, I probably should have used this scene for real. But anyway, there's a lot you could do. I'm just trying to show you the basics. If you got questions, let me know. If you got another specific tutorial for green screen, let me know. Other than that, man, I hope you learned something. So subscribe, hit that bell on the side so you get notified on time, all right? It is what it is. I'm out.